From the ashes of a fallen empire, a new nation emerged. This was Turkey, reborn in the aftermath of World War I. Leading this transformation was Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, a military hero and visionary leader. He introduced a set of revolutionary principles that would shape Turkey's future. These principles, known as Kemalism, aimed to modernize Turkey and secure its place in the world. Kemalism was not just about political change, it was a complete overhaul of Turkish society and identity. Atatürk envisioned a Turkey that was independent, progressive, and strong. He believed that by embracing modern values and institutions, Turkey could overcome the challenges it faced and achieve true greatness. The Ottoman Empire, once a mighty power, had crumbled during World War I. The empire had been weakened by internal strife and external pressures for centuries. The war proved to be the final blow. Following the war, the victorious Allied powers occupied parts of the Ottoman Empire, including its capital, Istanbul. This humiliation was deeply felt by the Turkish people. It was in this context of defeat and occupation that Mustafa Kemal Atatürk rose to prominence. He rallied the Turkish people to fight for their independence. The Turkish War of Independence from 1919 to 1923 was a defining moment in Turkish history. It saw the Turkish people, led by Atatürk, fight bravely against foreign occupation. The war ended in victory for Turkey and the establishment of the Republic of Turkey in 1923. At the heart of Atatürk's vision for Turkey were 6 fundamental principles. They are often referred to as the 6 arrows of Kemalism: republicanism, nationalism, populism, secularism, statism, and reformism. These principles were not merely abstract ideals. They were translated into concrete policies and reforms that transformed Turkish society. Each arrow represented a different aspect of Atatürk's vision. Republicanism aimed to create a modern democratic state. Nationalism sought to foster a strong sense of Turkish identity and unity. Populism emphasized the importance of social justice and the welfare of the people. Secularism aimed to separate religion from the state and create a more modern and egalitarian society. Statism involved state intervention in the economy to promote development. Lastly, reformism stressed the importance of continuous progress and adaptation to a changing world. The adoption of republicanism marked a radical departure from Turkey's Ottoman past. The Ottoman Empire, with its centuries-old tradition of monarchy, was abolished. In its place emerged the Republic of Turkey, a modern state with a constitution and elected representatives. This transition was not merely symbolic, it represented a fundamental shift in the way power was structured and exercised in Turkey. Under the new republic, sovereignty resided not with a sultan, but with the people. This principle of popular sovereignty was enshrined in the Turkish constitution. It formed the bedrock of the new political order. The establishment of the republic paved the way for the development of democratic institutions and practices in Turkey. Nationalism was a powerful force in the aftermath of World War I. It was particularly potent in Turkey, which had just emerged from the wreckage of a multi-ethnic empire. Atatürk believed that a strong sense of Turkish national identity was essential for the survival and progress of the new republic. He sought to create a unified and homogeneous Turkish nation-state. This was achieved through a number of measures, including the adoption of a Turkish national language and the promotion of Turkish culture and history. The Ottoman Empire had been a melting pot of different ethnicities and cultures. Atatürk's vision of nationalism aimed to forge a new sense of Turkishness that transcended these differences. This emphasis on Turkish language and culture helped to create a shared sense of identity and belonging among the citizens of the new republic. Populism, in the context of Kemalism, referred to the idea that the state should serve the interests of the people. Atatürk believed that the ultimate source of political power lay with the people. He sought to create a state that was responsive to the needs and aspirations of its citizens. This commitment to populism was reflected in a number of social and economic reforms. These included land redistribution, the expansion of education and healthcare, and the promotion of women's rights. Atatürk believed that a strong and prosperous nation required a healthy and educated populace. He saw these social reforms as essential for achieving this goal. Secularism was perhaps the most controversial of Atatürk's reforms. It aimed to reduce the influence of religion in public life and create a clear separation between religion and the state. This involved a number of radical measures, including the abolition of the caliphate, the closure of religious courts and institutions, and the replacement of Islamic law with a secular legal code. These reforms were met with resistance from some segments of Turkish society. However, Atatürk believed that secularism was essential for the creation of a modern, democratic and progressive Turkey. He argued that a secular state was best placed to guarantee the rights of all citizens regardless of their religious beliefs. The secularization of Turkish society remains a defining feature of Kemalism and continues to be a subject of debate in Turkey today. Section 8. Statism guiding economic development. Statism, in the context of Kemalism, referred to the belief that the state had a key role to play in guiding economic development. At the time of its founding, Turkey was a predominantly agricultural country with a weak industrial base. Atatürk believed that the state needed to take an active role in promoting industrialization and modernizing the economy. This led to the implementation of a state-led development model. The government invested heavily in infrastructure projects, established state-owned enterprises in key industries, and implemented protectionist policies to shield domestic industries from foreign competition. This state-led approach to economic development played a significant role in transforming Turkey's economy in the decades following the establishment of the Republic. Section 9. Reformism, embracing progress. Reformism, the final arrow of Kemalism, emphasized the importance of continuous progress and adaptation to a changing world. Atatürk believed that Turkey needed to embrace modern science, technology, and ideas in order to progress. This led to a series of reforms in areas such as education, language, and dress. The traditional Arabic script was replaced with a Latin-based alphabet. This was done to increase literacy rates and facilitate the dissemination of knowledge. Atatürk also encouraged the adoption of Western attire and customs as part of his modernization drive. He believed that by embracing these changes, Turkey could overcome its past and take its rightful place among the modern nations of the world. Section 10. The enduring legacy of Kemalism. The legacy of Kemalism is profound and continues to shape Turkey today. It laid the foundations for a modern, secular, and democratic Turkey. The reforms implemented during Atatürk's era transformed Turkish society in fundamental ways. They led to the emancipation of women, the modernization of the education system, and the creation of a national identity. Atatürk's emphasis on national unity and development resonated with many Turks. His legacy continues to be a source of pride and inspiration for many. However, Kemalism is not without its critics. Some argue that its emphasis on secularism has come at the expense of religious freedom. Others criticize its top-down approach to social change and its suppression of dissent. Section 11. Kemalism in the 21st century, achievements and challenges. Kemalism remains a powerful force in Turkish politics and society. It continues to be invoked by those who seek to defend Turkey's secular traditions and its Western orientation. However, Kemalism has also been subject to reinterpretation and challenge in recent years. The rise of political Islam has led to a questioning of the strict separation of religion and state. There is also growing debate about the role of the military, which has traditionally seen itself as the guardian of Kemalist principles. Despite these challenges, Kemalism continues to provide a framework for understanding modern Turkey. Its emphasis on modernization, national unity, and social justice continues to resonate with many Turks. As Turkey navigates the challenges of the 21st century, the legacy of Kemalism is sure to remain a topic of ongoing debate and discussion.